Hello my loves and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be sharing this beautiful curly updo with you and I really hope you enjoy it. So sit back, relax and let's enjoy today's video. For today's video you're going to need some packets of Flexi Rods. I'll be using the orange, purple and grey packets for my hair today. You're also going to need a Denham brush, and I'll be using the Lotta Beauty Wrap Me Foaming Mousse to set and hold the hair. Today we'll be starting out on freshly washed and deep conditioned hair. I just applied a little bit of my Shea butter mix to the hair just for some added moisture before applying the foam. So I went ahead and I separated the hair into several braids just to make sure the moisture stays locked in, and we will just start one braid at a time just so the hair isn't too messy. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start unbraiding the first section, and what I like to do is start on each section, and generally I tend to split each braid into three equal parts, just so each curl will come out the same size. And it's actually easier in terms of manageability. So we're next going to start applying our foam. So guys, I'd like to apply the foam from roots to tip. I tend to concentrate a lot on my ends because we really need the hair to be fully saturated throughout, but most importantly at the ends, because we need to make sure the ends are wrapping really flat and holding on to the Flexi Rod before we begin to actually wrap the remainder of hair. So as you can see here, I'm starting to separate my hair to make sure it's fully detangled, and this will allow your hair to sit a lot flatter on the Flexi Rods, and it will also prevent frizzing in the end as well. But it will make a massive difference in the way your Flexi Rod set comes out in the end. You're going to go ahead and take your Flexi Rods and make sure you start with the ends. Curl the ends around the Flexi Rod, make sure they're laying very flat guys, this is so important. And then you can go ahead and roll up the rest of the hair, making sure that it's staying flat. As you can see from mine is laying really flat, and we just carry it all the way up to the root because we don't want to miss out on actually setting our roots as well, because sometimes that can tend to happen with really thick hair. So moving on to the next section, we're going to do exactly as we did before. Fully saturate our hair with the foam from roots to tip, making sure to concentrate on the ends. And then we're going to slowly separate the hair, making sure that we're fully finger detangling our curls. And this will make a huge difference in how our curls come out. So we're going to go in once again, make sure you're laying the hair very flat, wrap the ends around the rod, make sure they're staying flat, and then begin to rotate the rod and wrap the hair slowly up. Generally, I don't like my hair to be producing much frizz, but just because of the type of curls I'm going for today, I'm not too bothered on some of the frizz that I'm seeing at the moment. I do want the curls to come out really natural. I still want to be able to see my curly texture coming through the curls. I think it will give it a much softer look. Now we're all done. Okay, so for the next day, we're gonna go ahead and start taking our rods out. This is the part that I love but also hate because I just had the most awful night's sleep with these rods, and sometimes it's actually a nightmare trying to find the end of each rod. But here we go guys, we've got our first curl. So you want to just slowly unwrap the hair, just let it unwrap in its own way. Excuse my son whipping around his little plant. I just allow the curls to really just unwrap in their own way. I let it follow its own pattern, how it wants to come off of the rod, because this actually prevents frizzing quite a bit. But it also allows the curls to last a lot longer, and you want them to keep the shape. This is very important guys, in how long your curls can last as well. Here we have Riley again in the background. As you can see guys, the curls are really soft. They don't have that kind of crunchy look. That's not the look I was going for today. We just really want nice soft curls so we have a nice fluffy curly updo. As we're taking out the curls, I don't do too much with them. I kind of just let them fall where they want to go. I try not to manipulate them too much, or I try to move them around to one side or the other side, or to fall a certain way. I kind of just let them lay where they want to go. This also helps with the longevity of your curls as well. Look at those curls, it came out so nicely. So now we're gonna start separating the curls a bit and breaking them down. So what you want to do here is carefully separate the curls where they naturally want to separate. This part can be a bit taxing, however guys, it will give you a nice soft fluffy curl. But most importantly, it's important that we separate it where it wants to separate, because this will prevent loads of frizz and it will actually help your curls to last a lot longer, so you can actually have this style for up to a week maybe. And I just do this piece by piece, one by one. Sometimes I don't do it with all of them. Sometimes I might break down certain sections more than others, just depending on how the curl came out and the kind of look that I'm going for. So today we really want big but fluffy curls. One thing I really love about the Lotta Beauty foam, it doesn't actually leave your hair crunchy. Everything is like, my hair right now, guys, is so soft, and most importantly, it's so moisturized. Like, some foams leave your hair feeling really hard, crusty, and just dry overall, but my hair feels so good. Like, it feels like I have moisturized it, and look at how beautiful that looks, guys. It's so fluffy. The curls are absolutely beautiful, and now we can begin the styling process. Okay, so we're gonna begin our updo, and what we're gonna do is just gather sections of our hair, little sections, and pull it up to the center of our head where we want our ponytail, our updo, to be placed. So I just gently do this, guys. This is so easy. This is like the easiest hairstyle ever and the most beautiful hairstyle ever. People wouldn't believe that, honestly, this hairstyle is so easy. I'm just literally grabbing sections softly and pulling them up to the center of my head until I have the look that I'm going for. So I kind of do it from the inside and kind of go around just so I can see how the updo is forming, because we're gonna actually leave some curls down. So we're just slowly gonna do this until we're actually getting the shape that we want, especially for our drop curls at the front and around the back and sides. And I just hold the hair as gently as I can, and I try not to mess with the actual curls too much, especially at the ends. As you can see here, I'm kind of like looking for the best curls to pull up and trying to decide which ones will look good down and which I might leave down. Honestly guys, this part is completely up to you. You can follow what I did, but you can also kind of just try to drape it for yourselves, which is basically what I'm doing right now, to be very honest. So now we're gonna go ahead and grab ourselves a rubber band or a hair tie. Today I'm using a rubber band, but I usually would go in with a silk hair tie. I just couldn't place my hands on one as I was doing this video, unfortunately, because I really don't like rubber bands. But we're just gonna go ahead. I just put it around the hair as if we're putting it in one. And I just put it around once, guys. I don't wrap it around several times. I literally just put it in once because I don't want my hair to be pulling on the rubber band. And that will give you quite a big puff. Now, any sections that have been left down, we're simply gonna go in and hairpin up any extra sections that we wanted to be up with the hairdo while we begin to actually shape our drop curls that are gonna be left around our head, to frame our little updo here. So as you can see, I'm just pinning up a few sections and leaving a few curls hanging down. And this, guys, is honestly just based on preference. As you can see, I'm here separating this one a little bit more because it just gives a much softer curl for the drop curls around our face. But this is completely based on preference and how you really want your curls to be draped around your hair. I really was going for a certain particular look, and this is the best way for me to achieve that. So I'm just going to pin these curls all around with the updo. Any extras that were hanging down that I don't want to be down anymore. We're gonna do the same thing at the front. So at the front, I really wanted to create a cute little bang look at the front. So we're just gonna pin up any excess curls, give it a nice big drapery at the front, and then we're just gonna one by one go through a little bang and decide which parts look a bit heavy, which parts we can keep down, and kind of just try to frame it to our face. This is the best way I can explain this, guys. It's honestly just based on preference. I didn't want my bangs too heavy, but I wanted enough that you can see a proper, like kind of to suit my eyebrows, frame my face, and give it a proper curvature around the front of my face and coming down to the sides, just to make sure that it's even. So this part actually takes a little bit of playing around, I have to be honest. Once everything is nice and secure, guys, we are all done. Isn't this absolutely beautiful? It actually reminds me of Bridgerton. It is so gorgeous. Guys, if you like this and you do try it, remember to tag me on Instagram. Send me a message in the comments if you absolutely love this hairstyle, and don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Love is